This is question number 10 of exercise 13.4 from the chapter probability. The question is, find the mean number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Okay, so in this question we have to find a different thing which we were doing in the previous question, and we have to find the mean of, that is the mean value of number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Okay, now before solving the question, let us consider that what do we mean by the mean of a random variable. So consider the probability distribution of a random variable x. It can be written like this. This is the random variable x. It can take these values x1, x2, x3 up to xn. So it can take n values. And these are the probabilities of the particular random value. Particular value of the random variable, that is x1 will have the probability p1, x2 will have the probability p2, xn will have the probability equal to pn. So we can also say that probability of x1 is equal to p1, probability of x2 is equal to p2, and so on. And it should be noted here that probability of any value of the random value should be greater than 1, and the summation of all these probability would be equal to 1, and we have n numbers of random variables. So this is the probability distribution we are considering for a random variable x. Now, mean of the random variable x is also called the expectation of x, and it is denoted by E of x. Okay, so we have another name for the mean of a random variable x, that is expectation of x. Okay, now expectation of x is equal to mu. It is represented by mu. That is the mean of a random variable is represented by mu, and it is also known as expectation of x is equal to the summation of the product of xi into pi, where I can take the value from 1 to n. And in simpler terms and in expanded form, we can write as equal to xi into x1 into p1 plus x2 into p2 and so on up to xn into pn. Okay. In other words, the expectation or mean of the random variable is the sum of the product. It is equal to the sum of the product of all possible values of x by their respective probabilities. Okay, so we can consider it like this, that this is the probability distribution of the random variable. Multiply each of the random variable with the respective probability, and the product you obtained for each of the random value is taken and added, then we get the expectation of x. Okay, so let us now move to the question. Now the question was, find the mean number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Okay, now to solve this question, first of all we have to find the probability distribution of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin, and after that we can calculate the mean of number of heads. Okay, in 3 tosses of a fair coin. So to prepare the probability distribution of 3 tosses of a fair coin, as done in the previous questions, we are going to first of all consider that x denotes the number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Okay, the sample space of the 3 tosses of a fair coin can be considered like this, and x can take the value 0, 1, 2 or 3, and the probability of a particular outcome would be equal to 1 upon 8, because there are total possible 8 outcomes, and for a particular outcome only one outcome would be favorable, and this is so because all the outcomes are equally likely. Okay, now the probability of getting 0 head would be probability of this event, that getting tails in all the 3 tosses, and this would be equal to 1 by 8. Probability of getting 1 head would be equal to probability of getting head tail tail plus probability of getting tail head tail plus probability of getting tail tail head, and this would be equal to 3 by 8. Probability of getting 2 heads would be equal to probability of getting head head tail plus probability of getting head tail head plus probability of getting tail head head, and this would be again equal to 3 by 8. And probability of getting all the 3 heads, probability of x is equal to 3, would be equal to probability of getting all the 3 heads, and this would be equal to 1 by 8. So we can easily draw the probability distribution of the number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Now we shall calculate the mean of the number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. The mean of the random variable, which is equal to mu, is equal to summation of xi into p of xi, where xi is the random variable and p of xi represents its probability. And this would be equal to 0 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 8 by 3 plus 2 into 3 by 8 plus 3 into 1 by 8. And this would be equal to 0 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3 whole upon 8, and on solving this would be equal to 12 by 8 or 1.5. So this is my required answer. Friends, thanks for watching my video. To watch more of these super videos and for the latest updates, subscribe and like the videos on these channels on YouTube, HSK Shiksha and Math Help by HSK. Thank you.